Hey everybody, I'm not sure what's going on here. We had this issue before, but I'm just gonna go with it like this. How's that, y'all? Can you see me now? Hopefully you can. Hopefully you can. Hopefully you can. Well, listen, this is Pop Brown. This is Pop Brown, y'all, and this Saturday night, and we're just gonna roll with it like this. This is father-daughter talk. Listen, this is coming off last week. Okay, we're coming off last week. We're coming off an interesting discussion we had on last week regarding the happy blended family versus baby mama, daddy mama drama. Okay, baby daddy drama and all that. I tell you what, it's been an interesting week because we've gotten all kind of comments. I mean, the guys that listen. My daughters appreciated what the guys had to say. You guys love what the guys had to say. But it came from a male point of view. It came from a male perspective. And so what we thought tonight was okay. Let's hear what the daughters had to say. Now, mind you, we asked everybody. Now we asked everybody if you would, if you got something, you want to add to this. Listen, call in, text the words "Let's Talk" to 256-945-5439. Okay. 256-945-5439. Listen, just tap in, just check in with us, you know what I mean? And we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about it. But this is turned out to be a very, very hot topic. Of course we knew it would be. We knew it would be, but we're talking about live. Last week, we had the guys on, and they spoke, they spoke some very real stuff, but they spoke it from a male perspective. They talked about, some very real things, how they themselves, dropped the ball, they themselves lost it, they themselves missed the mark, they themselves, hadn't done what they should have done as dads, hadn't done what they should have done. Hey, everybody, come in the room, welcome in the room. When you come in the room, please share. Please share. Listen, again, because this is a very, 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 very hot topic. It was a hot, but I didn't expect to be as hot as it was, but it certainly is, and to so much so that we're now in the week 2 on the same topic. And rightly so, because we deserve, we need to hear from the other side. We need to hear from a female's point of view. We heard from folks like Charlie last week, and Charlie, we appreciate that. We heard from a lot of different people, last week. So, but we want to hear from the female side. We want to, because I understand that there's a lot of things that wasn't talked about on last week that from a male point of view we wouldn't have knew to bring out. But some of the comments that I've heard throughout the week, it's been like, yeah, I mean, that there's other pieces to this puzzle. There's other things that go on, Bob. There's other things that should be said. There's other things that that people don't know or don't so those are the things that we want to talk about tonight. Those are the things that we want to hear. So tonight again, text let's talk 256-945-5439. Now we do have some very, very very strong women that's going to be talking, that's going to be speaking with us tonight. We got some strong women with some with some very, very good insight on what we're talking about here. I mean, they it's and we don't just invite anybody here, because you need to get the real, and we try to bring the real on everything we do. That's why it's called MzBee's Let's Get Real. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. We got to be real. We got to be real about it. And so, the people that we're talking to tonight, the people that's going to be, that's going to be sharing with us tonight are very real. Very real. They're going to give it to you from the heart. But at the same time, I need to hear from you. If you hear something that relates to you, that you can add to, man, come on out and help somebody. Listen, and that's what it's all about. It's about you helping somebody else. If you're sitting there and you viewing us, and you're sitting there and you hearing this, and you know that you've got something to add to it that can help somebody, do it. Do it. Jump in there. Listen, let's talk. 256-945-5439. Just text the words, let's talk, to 256-945-5439. Listen, because it's such a hot topic, it's a very hot topic, and I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time, with y'all listening to me. Okay, because I'm going to give it to you from a male point of view as well. Don't get me wrong. I do know and I do understand the other piece of that. You know what I mean? Because Pa Brown was there. I was there. I was a guy that was responsible for a lot of different things. You know what I mean? And I took ownership for a lot of different things. But tonight, y'all, for real, tonight, this is a hot topic. If you come in, please share, please share, please share. And then when you share, you have somebody else share. Listen, tonight we just gonna jump right into this thing. We ain't gonna play with it. We just gonna jump right in. Okay. All right, listen, happy blended family versus baby mama drama, daddy mama drama, whatever you want to call it. Listen, that's what we're talking about tonight. This is part 2. Last week we heard from the guys. Tonight, we're going to hear from the ladies, okay? So, our very first, the person we're going to talk to tonight, I absolutely love her. I absolutely love her because she's the other half of what I consider to be, a great partnership. Inspected to one of my sons. This is my daughter in love. I like to call her. This is my daughter in love. And everybody, America, please welcome Oriana Brown. Oriana, are you with us?
I'm here. How's
All right.
everybody?
Fantastic. Well, you know where we at. Very hot topic. Very hot topic, sweetie.
Yes. yes.
Well, I'm very limited. Just like the guys were last week, we're very limited. We can talk about our stuff, and the guys did well with that. I mean, they took ownership, and they did all this stuff, and they fessed up to a lot of stuff, But they're still, from what I understand, and from all out the week I'm hearing this, there's still a lot that's hadn't been touched on. Am I right in assuming that?
Yeah, definitely from a female's perspective.
Okay. Well, let's talk about it.
Well, yeah, so now this has been, I guess, our 10 years of blended family and our experience. And yeah, I mean, I had no experience coming into it. I didn't know what to expect. Donzel had 2 children. I had 1. They were very, very young. And I think that was one thing that was mentioned last week.
Right.
When the kids are older, it can be a little bit difficult. And that I do agree with. But our kids were 2, 2, and 5. So, I mean, just like Donzel said last week, we dated for a while before we kind of grouped everybody together just because, we knew that if it didn't work, we were probably this whole journey as far as dating would be over. So we tried to enjoy that, a little bit more before we started kind of joining families. And
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a journey. I think that what it comes down to for me would be communication, honesty, and not with, just honest with yourself on how you feel about the situation.
Okay.
And understanding as well, because, Donzel and I didn't argue a lot. I think I remember after about a year, we may have had our first argument, and it was about and it was about the children.
Okay.
Anytime we argued, I mean, probably even now sometimes it's usually the children, because we were both single parents kind of coming in, trying to, protect our little ones. So,
right.
That was just something we had to, work on and get to the bottom of. But, I mean, it was definitely a journey. One of the things I know that worked really, really well for us, that I've seen happen in other, kind of blended family situations is we protected, and I may have written this on last week, but we really did a really good job protecting each other from the other parent.
Okay.
So when I say that, I did not interact very much with his daughter's mothers. I was not put in a situation, especially when we were dating, in a situation where I had to kind of fend for myself against his baby mothers, or, have to, speak up for myself or whatever the case may be. He kept me out of that. And I did the same thing with him, with Zaria's father. He didn't have direct interaction. They were off limits. When I talked to Zaria's dad, don't say anything about my boyfriend at the time. When he talked to them, it was don't say anything, disrespectful about my, my girlfriend either. So that really established boundaries from the beginning, that those people were off limits. And I think that really, really helped as the years went on and we actually grew relationships. So that was huge. I've seen that go left.
I don't mean to cut you off, but you guys are unique in that respect, because I don't think that's I don't think it holds true for a lot of different couples, because, sometimes, and I'm just looking back on my experience, sometimes, the new person in your life is not off limits, and that's kind of what the comments were, this week, it's kind of like, baby daddy take us through all this stuff, and he take us through all this stuff, and then he leaves to go and have a better life, and so that, but when he leaves behind a trail of hurt, despair, a whole host of stuff. But now he's gone on, to be with this another person, and they smiling. So that anger, that that unresolved stuff is hurled it toward the new person in his life, and because what do you?
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, we had hurt and all of that, not to get into too many details, but sure. It's just, you have all of that, and I'm not going to sit here and say that none of them tried, right. There were comments, there were situations that happened, and they tried it, but it was quickly shut down, and it was, hey, your issues with me. Your issue has nothing to do with them, or the children, right? So your issue is with me. Deal with this with me, So again, it's not, from the beginning that it's just all honky-dory and it's understood. I mean, they're going to try for sure, but you just kind of have to make sure that the boundaries are set, and that, it's shut down as soon as it happens. So that they know that they can't continue their behavior.
Man, I love this, and you guys are a great example, in fact, you guys ought to do a webinar or something, you guys are a great example of this, because again, nobody's thinking about, it's like Nazelle mentioned on last week, nobody's thinking, hey, listen, if the kids don't mesh, we ain't happening. Who's thinking that? I mean, really thinking that these days. Who does that, man? And the fact that, listen, we're going to have this conversation. Your issues with me, not with them. Because very few are having these conversations. It's like open season on the new person in your life. It's open. I mean, it's like, you don't know nothing about this person, but you're going to attack. But you do this character assassination. It's like, because you're mad at him or you're mad at her, you're going to assassinate their character. I mean, but here again, that's happening because of all the unresolved stuff. So, I'm not saying you have them, but, for those that, and I can say this to Miranda because she's sharp, she's sharp. So I can ask her these questions, even though she may not experience them, but she's sharp. Listen, for those that have those unresolved issues, these women out here with these unresolved issues, who playing that role right now, who's in that, who's doing this character assassination of the new girl in his life, or the new wife in his life, or whatever the case may be. They have these unresolved. What do you say to them? But if this is your best friend, what do you say to her? What do you say to her?
Yeah, and that's so hard, because and I've seen it in my friends as well, and it's like, sometimes it's the girl that not necessarily broke them up, but he cheated with her, and now he's continuing his life with her. I mean, that's so hurtful. And I've definitely seen it. But what I would say is, there's a reason you're not in the relationship. Right. You don't need to be in the relationship. Literally, try everything in your power to move on, with your life, and deal with things through the court, and be as amicable as possible. I know it is tough. I know it is hard. Now, I've been in situations where it's hard to be that way, but what I think the key to it is, you never want your child to say, my mom never let me do whatever with my dad.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Or
Yes. Yeah.
I don't have a relationship with my father because of my mom. That
Mm-hmm.
should never be any words that any child should speak. And the other way around, because
Mm-hmm.
my dad never allowed me to have a relationship with my
Mm-hmm.
mom. So as hard as it is to co-parent and allow that relationship to for you not to be the hindrance of that relationship,
Mm-hmm.
continue to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But, if there are issues and things going on with that other person, let's say that other person's treating the child differently
Right.
or, abusing the child or mistreating whatever, then you have every right, to have your concerns there and to express those. But you can't just sit in the background and fester over it.
Right.
You've got to
Right.
get it
Right.
out. You've got to talk to the father or the mother. I mean,
Right.
that's just how it's going to be. And time, and I know it's so tough to hear. I know Donville, mentioned last week the 7 years,
Mm-hmm.
and to answer someone's question about where we found that, it was not a scientific data point. I don't believe it was something that the family at church had actually experienced on their own.
Okay.
But it just rang true for us as well as 7 years. It takes that long to successfully blend and co-parent. It just does. And I've seen time heal it more than it doesn't heal it. So you've got to stay, persistent in what you're doing, and do your part. That as hard as it is, cry all you want,
it's
complain,
tough.
curse in the background, do what you need to do.
It's tough.
but
It's tough.
but you got to do your part.
When your brother-in-law actually, BJ mentioned something. He and I talked during the week as well. He mentioned something I thought was pretty interesting, especially when you talked about the kids, especially within the blended family. It's difficult. Sometimes it's difficult because of the fact that you have those the children in the family that have your DNA. So they're gonna have some of your characteristics. They're gonna have, you know what I mean. There's gonna be some similarities. But then there's those kids and there's other kids that's in the family, in their blended family, who have none of your they have none of your DNA. They have none of your traits. So you don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? So it's a learning process. It's a process, and it's probably going to take 7 or 17 years. To kind of work all that out. If it gets worked, sometimes it just doesn't happen. Sometimes that mesh is not there. Sometimes it's not there. And when that happens like that, I'm under the impression that it's the new person that gets the blame for that. Not the existing parent, but the new person who gets blamed for all that. Which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. Which is very, very, very unfortunate.
And I mean, you've got to find I'm sorry, but there's some similarity in a child.
Mm-hmm.
There's something from a child's life that you can resonate with. Sure. I don't care who the child is, right?
Sure.
Yeah, they may not have your entire DNA, but there's some things that you can be a breath of fresh air for them. I know that our oldest, it's funny. My child is a lot like Donzel, and his two are very similar to me, actually, in personality.
This is very true, y'all. I kid you not.
So, I see myself a lot in, especially our oldest Taylor, who's 15. When I was 15, I was having a lot of the same thoughts that she was, and it's so interesting to see that. And sometimes I can provide a different perspective, an outside perspective that her mom and her dad just can't. And so, yeah, it's not my DNA, right? But, it's a child that needs some help,
Someone that's relatable. From someone that's very relatable. Yeah.
Exactly. And of course that I love, but I mean, if you out, being the youth this and the youth that at church and in your community and all that, and you come home and you can't do that in your blended family, then maybe you need to think about some things.
Exactly.
it's a child that needs help and assistance, and you swoop in and do your do. But yeah, I mean, there's always going to be something that
Mm-hmm.
you can relate to.
Fantastic.
So I just urge people to find, what that commonality
Find out
is.
what it is. Hey, listen, Oriana, we appreciate you.
Yes,
Thank you for
yes.
sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks,
See, I told y'all.
thanks,
I told y'all.
thanks for having me.
Thank you for sharing. Listen,
All right.
it's father daughter talk, y'all. This Saturday night. Please, when you come in the room, please share. Listen, we are talking about a happy blended family versus baby mama drama. Baby. Yeah, we're talking about this tonight, y'all. You know what I mean? We're talking about this tonight. So, listen, text Let's Talk. Let's Talk to 256-945-5439. Let's get your opinion on this. Again, we started this conversation on last week. We got it from the guy's point of view. This week, we after all the comments and things that we got, regarding this topic and regarding last week's conversation, we figured, you know what, we need to finish this up, and we need to give the women an opportunity to share. We need to give it an opportunity to share because all the underlying stuff that's left undone, like Oriana and I were just talking about, the hurt. All the stuff that that men do and some women do. Women have left some situations kind of bad as well. There's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of despair, there's a lot of we left the house tore up. We left it tore up. We just walked away and started a brand new happy life. Not thinking about what we left behind. You know what I mean? All that damage and destruction that was left behind. We left baby mama to fend for herself. And so we went on to have a happy life, or we left baby daddy to fend for themselves. And so we went on to have have their life. And so we just want to hear tonight. If you, and I don't want you to get out here and pour out your soul. You ain't got to come out and tell us all your secrets. But if you can help someone, if you got something that helps someone tonight, hey, listen, let's talk. Text Let's Talk to 256-945-5439. Now I know for a fact that earlier today there was some conversations I had with some other people, about this very subject. And so tonight we're going to talk to one. Let me see if I can find it. We're going to talk to one who was with us on last week. You know what I mean? But really didn't get an opportunity to say what she had to say. So we're gonna give her an opportunity to share that. Again, when you come in the room, please share. Please share. Listen, we're gonna be talking to Gwendolyn G. Grimes.
Hello.
We're gonna be talking. Hey, Gigi.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back, Gigi.
Hi. Hello.
All right, well, America, listen. You talked to her a little bit last week. She shared a little bit with us last week, but Gigi's here tonight to kind of and to kind of talk about the stuff that stuff that she felt as a woman. Now, last week she shared with us. She just came. She shared with us about how to deal with stuff in real life. As far as dealing with a child outside of wedlock and all that. But this week, Gigi, we talking about the hurt, the destruction, and all that stuff that these guys and some women leave behind. You know what I mean? When they go on to their next life, which kind of. I'm not saying it's right, but it kind of causes, I think, in my opinion, Gigi, some of that drama. Not all of it, but some of that drama.
Right.
And some of that drama. And the other piece of that is, and maybe you can help me with this. I may be wrong, y'all. If I am, listen, let's talk 256-945-5439. Some of this is, what? Y'all trying to hold on to somebody who don't want to hold on to you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Why are you trying to hold on to somebody who don't want to hold on to you? He's moved on. She's moved on, but you still trying to hold on, in hopes that they'll come. He ain't come back, and then if he do, yeah. Come on, y'all. Gigi, let's hear it, baby.
Yeah.
You there?
I'm still here.
Okay, come on with it, Gigi. So what are you thinking? Okay, now as far as the hurt and the destruction and all that stuff that's left behind. Can you speak to that at all, Gigi?
Yeah, I can.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want you putting nothing out there they won't put out there now. I don't want you putting that out there you don't want to put out there.
Okay, well,
Good. Let me get this together.
Okay, all right. Go ahead and get it together, Gigi.
Let me get it together.
Go ahead and get this together. Well, let me help you out, Gigi. Have you ever been, and I know it ain't happened to you recently, but have you ever been put in a situation, Gigi, where you are all in, you are all in, you are all in, and all of a sudden, he gone. Yeah, I ain't saying this time, but all of a sudden he gone. So you stuck with why? What happened? You stuck with what did I do? You stuck with you know what I'm saying? You've ever been put in that position?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. Okay, Gigi. I'm just saying, sweetie. I'm just saying. I'm just asking. But there's a lot of women out here, Gigi. I think that has been. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Again, Oriana spoke to a bit of it, a little while ago, and again, some of the comments that I've heard this week. These are folk, who's been through. Who's been through some stuff, man? They've been through hell. They've been through hell.
Well, I have been through some stuff, but it's not that. It was me. Okay. I was, it was like, okay, if you want to go out, that's my perspective. Okay. If you want to go out there, I'm not gonna keep you where you don't want to be. If you want to go out there and you want to do what you want to do, then I'm gonna let you go out there and I'm gonna let you do what you want to do.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to let you continue to do what you want to do in here with me.
Okay.
And, thinking it's okay. That's where a lot of women mess up at. If a guy's out there, if he's doing something and he's doing it and you keep on accepting it, he's going to keep doing it. It's not going to stop until you decide, okay, I've had enough. And I'm going to leave you. I'm going to put you out there. If that's what you want to do, I'm going to put you out there so you can do it.
True that. Listen,
I'm not gonna hold on to you if you don't want to be held on to. Now, if you out there and you want to get yourself together, you will. If not, if you want to get out there and you want to do you, I'm gonna put you out there and let you do you.
But how many opportunities did you do that, Gigi? How many times do you say, okay, I'm gonna put you out there? He kind of get himself together a little bit, or that's what he said he did. Then he come back. I mean, how many times do you do that? How many times do you do that?
Well, from a woman perspective, I ain't gonna say from a woman perspective. From my perspective, I say if I put you out there once or twice and you ain't got yourself together by that first or that second time, you don't want to get yourself together.
Mm-hmm. And see,
this is my perspective.
For a lot of,
if you keep going back and forth, you allow a man to keep going back and forth with you, he's gonna keep on. Mm-hmm. And you're not seeing no progress. Why you still holding on to something? So that's letting me know that you don't want to be here. You don't want to be here, so I'm gonna put you out there. Go out there and do you.
Okay. From a lot of from a man's perspective, and even from a lot of women, when you say get yourself together, what exactly does that? Because I'll be honest with you, I ain't never figured out what does that mean? Get yourself together. What does that mean? I mean, what does that mean to you? Get yourself together.
Okay, I feel like if you say okay, I'll tell you my perspective.
Okay.
If I say get yourself together, I want you to. If we gonna make things work with us, we gonna make things work. You gonna come in, you gonna do what you gotta do as a man, and we gonna be even with it. Right. You're not gonna go out there. It ain't gonna be I'm doing 80 and you doing 20.
Okay.
No, we don't work that way. If we gonna be together, we gonna do 50-50. We gonna have to be able to trust each other, have a bond with each other. And if we can't do that, if we gotta do 80-20, I don't want it. If we could do 50-50, then I got you.
Okay.
You want to be? I know you want to be here, but if you don't want to meet me halfway, then you don't want to be here.
So basically, to you, getting yourself together is maybe to come in and carry your weight, carry your load. Come in and do the things you're supposed to do as a man or as a woman. To be able to come in, carry a load. Just bail your own water, all this good stuff. Be from a man's point of view, come in, be a provider, be whatever it is you need to be as a man in the home. Whatever's required of you, to be in the home. That's to me, that's if I had to put a definition to get yourself together, that'd be it.
And it works both ways. It's not only on the man. Sometimes it can be on the woman. She got to do her part too. just as well as he got to do his part. You can't expect him to do everything and you not do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Vice versa. He can't do 80 and she do 20.
Mm-hmm. You know, I said that for years. I'm gonna get myself together. I couldn't do it. I'll be honest with you, I couldn't do it on my own. You know what I mean? So it took the grace of God to get me, to bring me back to a place where where I can at least accept who I am today. I know who I am today. But again, that it took the grace of God to do that. Because I can do it. I honestly I could if it was left to me to get myself together.
By yourself.
I'd be by myself. I'd be by myself, still doing what I do. Again, hey, listen, Gigi, we appreciate you, babe. We do. It's father-daughter talk, y'all, this Saturday night. We're talking happy blended family, baby mama drama, part two. Part deuce. Part deuce. All right, give us a call. Listen, we do have another call I need to get to. Gigi, we appreciate you. Love ya.
Love ya.
Okay. All right, hey, listen, y'all. Text Let's Talk 256-945-5439. Don't miss this. Don't miss this. I got a call on the line. I was trying to get with her earlier, but I got a call on the line right now. Hopefully she's still available. I hate to miss her again. Because she had some things she wanted to say on this subject. So I hope I got her. I hope she's still here. Y'all. Let's pray she's still here anyway, okay? Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to Father-Daughter Talk. It's Saturday night, y'all. Hey, listen, America, on the phone right now is the one and only Miss Danielle.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Danielle. Hey, listen, sweetie.
I am currently driving, so bear with me.
Oh, listen, just be safe out there, okay? Listen. You know the topic. We're talking about happy blended family versus that baby mama drama. And one of some of the comments, and this all started last week. We got a lot of comments from your brothers and who were really transparent. They came out and said some good stuff. Danielle. They faced up to all this stuff and all that. I'm sure you probably got a glimpse of that, but. Some of the comments we got this week was that was fine and good, and we appreciate everything they did said. But what they couldn't touch on was how the woman feels after she's been left in the field of destruction, after she's been left heartbroken, in despair, hurt, from everything that you did. You know what I mean? And now you've gone on to a happy life. You know what I'm saying? Which, that type of thing. So, that's the kind of stuff that a man I can speak on that. You know what I mean? I can do it. I don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm having, I can't see it from a woman's point of view. I can sit back and say, oh yeah, I understand. I understand exactly. I understand how you feel. No, I don't, because I've never been a woman. I don't understand that. So maybe you can listen. Maybe you can help. Maybe you can help us to get there. Can you help us? Can you help us get there, Danielle?
Okay, for me personally,
okay,
I got a baby daddy.
Okay,
and for a minute I was bitter. For a while I was bitter.
Okay.
But I wasn't, and I'm still not one of them baby mamas that bashed him.
Okay.
To the kids.
You were raised. You was raised good. You was raised right though.
And you know what? My parentals, they was all right. Can't complain about that. So, okay. But I can say when they did get older and they asked, I let them know.
Mm-hmm.
But it still wasn't in a mean and malicious way.
Right.
And so, but I also let him know too that, hey, look, these are the questions I'm being asked that only you can answer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how they're going to want to ask them and be, how I know my children can be.
Mm-hmm.
Or will they be more like my parents want me to be, more kind of understanding, or will they just be like, what the heck done happened?
Right.
Why is this and why is that?
Right. Well, and I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, it's like, they did ask.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them asked, I'm not going to put my babies out there which one did what.
Right.
One of them did ask in a nasty way. And one of them was just cool and calm about asking a question.
Right.
But either way, they both got their answers, because
right.
I made sure I told him too, don't BS my babies.
Right.
When they ask you, you need to be honest with them.
Right.
And so now everything is good. I thank God for my husband because he didn't have to step up.
That's my dude.
Like at all.
That's my dude.
He didn't have to step up at all, and he's been here since they were 5.
Right.
So.
And that's the thing, I mean, and I can tell y'all, having known this story, I know that you experienced that day. I know you experienced that hurt. You know what I mean? Because because I be honest with y'all, I remember having that conversation with that baby daddy. She talking about saying, "Listen, dude, if you ain't you're gonna miss the best. You're gonna miss the best thing in life. If you're not a part of this, you're gonna miss some good stuff." And you know what, y'all? He missed some good stuff. He missed some good stuff. He missed, and I told him he would, and he did. But she had Danielle. You handled it, and the hats off to you for doing that, and you did it in a great way. And thank God for Mike. I mean, wow. Last week I bragged about my son-in-law, y'all. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is my dude. Okay. Because as Danielle know, and everybody knows that we don't do, when it comes to blended family, we don't do step. We don't do step. We don't use the word step because for us it's degrading. Okay. So I mean the only steps we have are those outside our front door. That's it. And they've been taught that. They've been taught that forever. They've been taught that. And so that's it. So we don't. We got sisters, brothers. We ain't got no. We don't do that. We don't do that. But anyway, we roll.
That's my stepbrother. That's my stepsisters. My half sister and brothers. No, it's we all.
Yeah, we're family. It's called being family. But now when it comes to with that hurt, because I know you hurt. I know you went through it. How was you able? Maybe you can help somebody else. How was you able? Because see, I know you hurt, and I know you. So I know it take a lot for you. I'm just saying. I know it take a lot for you to
It took a long time for me to let go of the anger because it wasn't affecting him at all.
Of course not.
It wasn't affecting him because he didn't know that I'm mad. So like I had to pray. I had to talk to my parentals. So it was a lot of praying, a lot of looking in within myself.
Okay.
Like, do I really want to carry this around with me for forever and have it affect me for forever? And I just decided that that's not what I wanted in my life no more. It's too much other stuff out here I have to worry about.
Right. But then let me ask you, did you carry any blame for did you carry any blame for that? Did you blame yourself at any point for that?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
I don't think I did because all my lines, my communication was always there.
Okay.
It was always there. You had my email. It was back in the day, so you got my email. You got my phone number.
Right.
You had my MySpace.
Yeah, you got this. You got my pager number.
Yeah, like you could have.
Right.
So it's not like when we wasn't together, like I just changed.
Right.
All my contact information, everything was still the same. He just chose not to.
Wow. Okay.
He just chose not to. And then I wasn't the one that was, I'm going to put him on child support and do this. You made these kids with me. You know they are here. These are living, breathing things that me and you came together and we made. I don't feel like I should have to force you to do anything.
Right.
When you know, because my name is show ain't Mary, and God didn't do what he did. So.
Okay. I mean, and
but now everybody is in a good place, though.
Okay.
So they go and they visit every summer and Thanksgivings, and whenever he wants them, he can get them.
Okay.
Except for now, because Corona out there.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing Rona.
Yes, no, we ain't doing that.
We ain't doing that.
We got to wait till outside open back up and air out a little bit, then they can go.
So let me ask you this, and I, knowing them twins, the way I know them, we're talking about twins, by the way, y'all. Knowing these twins, the way I know knowing these two, the way I know them, I know that they felt some kind of way about stuff because they like that. They've been feeling since they was, here since they got here. They've been feeling stuff. You know what I mean? You can't hide nothing from them. Nothing. So.
You sure can.
I mean, I'm from 5 weeks old. You know, I met him at 5 weeks, so I know. You know, what I'm saying? So I already know. So
that oldest twin, you can't get nothing past that one.
I know. So how was it? How difficult was it for you to deal with all that anger, deal with all that hurt, deal with all that other stuff that you was going through, and you know what I mean, and not have it affect them?
Oh man, that was I did have to learn that I can transfer my energy to my kids, and they don't even know what's going on.
Okay.
Like when I would notice and started noticing,
Mm-hmm.
even though I didn't say anything bad out loud
Mm-hmm.
about him,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess they picked up on my energy, and my energy was off, and so their energy was off.
Okay.
And that's something I had to fix quick within me.
Okay.
Because kids pick up on everything.
Okay.
Everything they pick up on.
Okay.
And so when I noticed that they were picking up on my energy and being ill is the best way I can put it, I realized that, okay, I really need to, whatever this is I'm holding against him, I really need to just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it's affecting my kids and their behavior and da-da-da-da-da. So. Exactly.
You know, and you said something interesting a few minutes ago that it's kind of sticking with me. You know, the fact that, you know, you were carrying all his anger, you was carrying all that, and this man wasn't thinking, he wasn't feeling, he had no idea how mad you were. He didn't know you was mad. He didn't know you was hurt. He didn't, you know, and that's the case. A lot of times, that's the case. You know, with a lot of the women that are acting out in this baby mama drama, you know, acting these roles out. You going through all these changes about this.
I don't mean to cut you off, but you know what else I think it was too?
What's that?
My own experience.
Okay.
With the other half.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like you were there.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Stuff, but I still felt, you know, and so I think I was projecting my feelings for my situation out into the universe too, when they were feeling that.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a different thing to consider. Of course, I'm not going to put that out there. If you want to, you can. But that's something else to consider. Wow. Yeah. I can see that, Daniel. I can see that. I can see that. You know, but so, the fact that go ahead.
I'm sorry. I've always, for like a long time, kind of felt that, even though, like I said, you were there and great, I always still kind of felt that sense of abandonment.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Type thing. And then, too, like, in my head, I am his only kid.
Yeah.
Like, ever. And you didn't have the time. So I think I was projecting a lot of my own personal feelings from my own situation on him. And then my energy was projecting out into my household and to my kids, and it was just all jacked up.
Right. You know, and I don't know how much of this, but you're a Noah remember, but a lot of times, it was like, dude, you need to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, what you gonna do? You know, a lot of effort was made. Daniel. I can tell you that. A lot of effort was made, and I'm not saying negative about anybody. I'm just saying a lot of effort was made. You know. I do know that a lot of effort was made, so I get that. I get you having that and feeling that and going through what you're going through, and then kind of reflecting back on your own situation and saying, you know what, I'm not gonna, they're not gonna go through that. I'm not gonna allow them to go through that. You know what I mean? And be protective of them, because of that. I get it. I do. I get it. I get it. But you know what? At the same time, I'm glad that you were able to get past that. And I know it wasn't an easy thing to do. But I'm glad you're able to get past that. I'm glad you're able to do that. To get to a place, where you are comfortable enough to say, look, you know what I mean? They need you in their lives. Now whether there's an open invitation, whether you want to take it or not, it's on you. It's on you, you know what I mean? But they need you in their lives, so that, it was very cool. And again, I know that was a tough thing. I know that was hard. I knew that was hard, but I commend you for it. You know what I mean? I listen, listen, I'm telling you, listen, let me tell y'all something. America, I mean, y'all listen to me out here. When I tell y'all that Pop Brown is blessed in terms of his sisters, his daughters and sons, he is blessed. You hear me? You hear me? Listen. Sometimes I sit back and think about how God has graced me, with these people in my life that I can call sons and daughters. He's graced me with that because ain't no way, considering where they come from, considering what they've been through, considering their upbringing. It wasn't all bad, but at the same time, oh Lord, Danielle, how many storms? But I'm just saying, I'm just saying. But I thank God, I thank God for y'all, and I thank God, hopefully what you're saying this week is really helping somebody. Hopefully somebody's hearing what you're saying.
I hope so.
Because you can't carry, Danielle, if you had to sum all this up to somebody who dealing with this baby, who mad at him and ain't, doing this thing about using the kids as a pawn. Using the kids as a pawn, Danielle, I ain't gonna let you see, you can't see your kids because you would, you know what I'm saying? He can't see the kids because he with her. She ain't did nothing to you. You don't know nothing about this woman.
Nothing. The kids ain't did nothing to you.
Exactly.
You need to sit back and you need to think hard and look in the mirror, boo-boo. You need to look in the mirror.
Exactly. So
and see what the issue really is.
Exactly. So listen.
And that's the issue. Some people are not willing to be real with themselves.
Hello.
Some people are not willing to be like, all right, you know what? Maybe I am the problem. Don't nobody want to admit they the actual problem. Okay. But it takes a big person to sit back and be like, you know what? It's me. My bad. Let me switch this up real quick. Let me do better for me.
Okay. And I like that. I like that.
And it took two people to tell me that. And I love them dearly. My sister Latifa and my friend Kiki. They was like, Danielle, you the common denominator in a lot of this. Everybody can't be saying the same thing about you. You the kind, and don't get me wrong, I hated it and I couldn't stand them heifers when they first told me that.
Okay.
But when I actually sat back that night and was like, you know what? It is me. I am the kind. Everybody can't be saying the exact same thing about Danielle, and I'm the only one that thinks I'm wrong.
Wow. Well, so listen, sweetie. If you had to, for that one person that's listening right now, or for that one person who's going to see this thing on the replay, if you had to sum all this up for that baby mama who going through them changes, what do you say to her?
You're going to miss out on a lot of stuff with your children, however many you have, being angry.
Okay. You
will miss out on a lot of moments with your children if you are angry, because your focus is on this man that, for whatever reason, you don't want him. He don't want you. You don't want him for whatever reason, but you're missing out on the moment with your kids. The kids gonna be there forever. Tom, Dick, and Harry gonna come and go. Mm-hmm. Your kids will be your kids forever. It is your job to set the best example for them. Okay. Don't let your kids grow up in a bitter and angry household, because all they're gonna do is, this is how we grew up.
Okay.
So when I get my own place, this is how I'm gonna grow up. Break the cycle.
There you go.
You got to be the one strong enough to break the cycle. If you're not strong enough to break that cycle, boo-boo, your whole family is in for a long ride.
There you go. Well, Danielle, let me ask you this though.
Be strong enough to break the cycle.
What do you tell her about all the destruction that's left behind, all those broken pieces and all that hurt? What is she supposed to do with all of that?
What you do with everything else? When you're done with it, throw it in the trash. Sweep it up. This is just me, though, and you know I'm kind of a harsher person, Father.
Right. Okay.
But it's trash. It was there to teach you something.
Ah.
Now that you done learned, get your broom and your dustpan, sweep it up, throw it away, and move forward.
Wow. Did y'all get that nugget out of that? Did y'all hear that nugget? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that that all that pain and that stuff that you was going through, that all that destruction was there to teach you something? Was there a lesson in there to be learned? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen. Baby girl, I love it. I love it.
I do what I can. I do what I can for the people every now and then.
And you funny too.
I ain't always the crazy one.
So listen, I know for a fact again, and I thank you for speaking on that. But I'm gonna hit you one more time, and then we're gonna let you go. Then I know you. Now that was the baby mama drama, y'all. Y'all heard it from Danielle. Listen. But let me ask you this, because you got the flip side. So you've been through that side of it, and I applaud you on how you dealt with it. I applaud you on even how you dealt with the destruction, because I know the destruction was there. So I applaud you on how you dealt with that. But you got the other side of it too right now, because you got the happy blended family. You married well. You know that, don't you? You married well.
Daddy, he married well.
He married. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
He married well.
My bad.
So, yeah, let's get it together.
All right. I got it. My bad.
But no, for real, no. I appreciate him, like, every day.
Yeah.
I appreciate him.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. I mean, that's,
they definitely didn't have to.
And here's, I'm guys, I know we off subject a little bit, but here's a man that stepped up. Listen, we're gonna talk about guys one night. We just gonna talk about guys that stepped up and did the thing, and this guy, you know what I mean? That is. I'm just gonna say that is. That is.
Yeah.
That is. See, just like, I don't know about a lot of people. I don't have son-in-laws and daughter-in-laws. I have extended daughters and sons. I don't have all that in-law stuff, that outlaw stuff. I don't do all that. Pop Brown don't do all that. So that Mike's a son. Mike's a son. Oriana's a daughter. Gigi's a daughter. I don't do all that outlaw stuff, So we don't roll.
Yeah.
We don't roll like that. So
You sure don't.
we don't roll like that. So hey, listen, Danny, we appreciate you.
Y'all just one crazy, blended, happy family.
Key word is blended, not crazy. Blended and happy. Listen, we love you, sweetie. We do. We love you. You know what I mean?
We love y'all.
We love you, and thank you.
And thanks for having me on.
Listen, thank you for sharing. Listen, let's talk, y'all. We got a few minutes here. Let's talk. Let's text. Let's talk. 256-945-5439. Bye, baby. Listen, we loved it. We loved Danielle. We loved the fact that she's came on here and shared. We loved the fact that Oriana came on and shared. I really want to hear. Y'all want to hear from MzBee tonight? Because I think she's hanging around. Y'all want to hear from MzBee? I want her to close this thing out. I really would love her to close this thing out. MzBee, where you at? Come on in, MzBee. Come on in. You ain't got the text. Just dial. You ain't got the text. Just dialing them. Share, y'all. When you come to the room, just share. Again, we're talking about we're talking about the happy blended family. And we're talking about, baby mama drama, which we're finding out that it's so easy to do. Yeah, there's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of destruction. There's a lot of pain that's left behind when couples split. There's a lot of things that's left unsaid, that's left untold. There's a lot of things that's left undone. There's a lot of stuff that's left, untouched. And if not dealt with, it becomes like a cancer. It just sits there and grows and grows and grows. But you got to be able to deal with it. If not professionally, you got to be able to, within yourself, deal with it. Like Danielle said, just listen, learn your lesson from it, clean it up. Hey, y'all, guess what? We got MzBee on the line with us. MzBee, what's happening?
What's going on, Daddy?
What's happening? Listen.
I'm sorry, Pop Brown.
Yeah, slash. Okay. Hey, listen, we've been enjoying it tonight. Listen, this is part 2. We hear from the women. We hear from the ladies, and they giving it to us in the raw. They giving it to us in the raw, y'all. MzBee, what you think?
Well, I believe that everybody is giving some great feedback. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That is for sure. And if you notice, every mother that was on the line, they gave a total different perspective.
Everyone, yes.
Every single one. And so that tells you right there that there's so many unique circumstances when dealing with this topic of blended family, having a happy blended family, and being a baby mama or a baby daddy. It's so unique. So even this is why conversations like this is very necessary, because just because you have your perspective or, Danielle's perspective or Oriana's perspective, trust and believe there's going to be some other perspectives that will not be discussed. So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? If you all are discussing perspectives that don't resonate with some of the viewers, then they're like, okay, well, that's not me. That's not my story. So, but you never know. There's so many people living your story. We just don't have their perspective right now.
Exactly. And as I said, I knew, that a lot of times, and I kind of just got that in my spirit, that a lot of times that there's people that's tuning in who's here with us today and who catch us on the replay, who's dealing with this kind of stuff, who's going through this kind of stuff, and that's okay if you don't want to get out there and share yours. That's fine. As long as you learn. If you get anything from this, we did what we're supposed to do. As I said, when we come out here, MzBee and I, we come out here for the real. We come out here for the real, y'all. We come out here, we come out here to try to help somebody. We don't come out here to try to look like anything. We don't come out here to try to sound. We come out here to try to help somebody through something. You know what I mean? Right. Because listen, folks helped us through stuff. You know what I mean? Right. So we just paying it forward. We're just paying it forward.
That's true.
We're paying it forward. And so, even with this hot topic, and this was a hot button. I had no idea it was going to be this hot, but this was a hot button.
But very necessary,
yes, though. Yes, very necessary. I mean, it touched on a lot of things, y'all. And I'm sure it stirred up a lot of emotions, and I learned some stuff. Don't get me wrong, I learned some stuff. Danielle just taught me some stuff. She just reminded me of some stuff, that I had forgotten. She just reminded me, about some situations that may have affected her and the way she dealt with her baby daddy. You know what I mean? From her past and all that. I'm like, I can see where that could be relevant. For other people. For other people, you mad, you could be more mad at the baby daddy because of the way your daddy treated you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, y'all. I'm not saying that's your case, but I'm, if that's yours,
that's very true.
You know what I mean? If that's yours, so, like I say, you may not have heard a version of your story, but I promise you, through it all these last couple of weeks, you've heard some of it. I guarantee you've heard some of your story because it's so out there. It's so big. We could talk about this subject for every Saturday for a year and probably wouldn't touch on everything.
It's probably true because you can get several different perspectives from the mother side, from the father side, and I dare even say from the children's side.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because Lord, the kids gonna say it. They gonna tell it like it is.
Yeah. And I listen. I would love to be able to put do a kid show like that, but y'all ain't ready.
Boy,
y'all ain't ready.
I'm telling you.
Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready to hear the truth. Y'all ain't ready to hear the truth about what your kid gonna say about how they feel about what y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready. I can take it. No, you can't. You ain't ready for that. You ain't ready for that. You ain't ready to hear the whole truth about what about how great you think you've been doing. You ain't ready to hear how lousy you actually been doing. You ain't ready to hear that. You ain't ready to hear that. Where you blaming daddy, you're blaming the daddy, but see, you know what? Your kids got another perspective. They blame you. They blaming you because it's your fault they can't see their daddy. It's your fault because you the one keeping them away from them. They ain't saying it to you.
Right.
Now, because they're kind of young and they kind of be respectful and and all this kind of stuff, but sooner or later, those young adults are going to be full grown adults, and that conversation may come up, and they're going to tell you exactly what they felt and how they felt, and even then, you won't be ready.
Right.
You won't be ready
because of harsh truths. But here's the thing, though. That doesn't mean that it doesn't necessarily need to be discussed.
It definitely needs to be discussed.
Absolutely. But as an adult, because we have this mindset that, I'm the adult, you're the child, stay in the child's place or whatever the case. Unfortunately, that's the old Stone Age way of parenting.
Right.
However, right now, I think the adults need to prepare themselves to hear their truth.
Exactly.
And because from our perspective, we can swear up and down we're doing everything right.
Mm-hmm.
Everything right. And Lord, don't let it be a Christian household. Oh my God. And you pray in the morning, you communion in the afternoon, you bless, you slabber oil and bless oil over the dinner, and it's, you know what I'm saying, and you anoint the pillowcase before you go to bed. And yet there's still issues.
That's great.
And God forbid you actually open up Pandora's box, and it's like, oh no, that's not me. That's not me. Well, you can't. You really don't have the right to say whether that's you or not.
Right.
Talk to the person that's the recipient of that treatment.
Right. Hey,
yeah.
Listen, yeah. And listen, that's real. And we just feel, we feel, we really, 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 really feel, for the children and these relationships, simply because of the fact that, they're in a situation, they're dealing with stuff that's, that they, a situation they didn't cause. They're in the midst of circumstances, that they are, that's beyond their control. They didn't ask for all of this.
Right.
They didn't ask for all this, but yet here they are. But yet
here they are.
Here they are being used as pawns. Here they are being, being used for personal gain.
Right.
Here they are. Here they are. But what mamas and daddies that are going through this drama, don't realize is, you're damaging children. You're damaging, minds. You're setting, you're setting them up for failure because they're watching you. This is what you're teaching them. This is what you're teaching them. Have those conversations. Have them with them now. Be honest. Listen, open and honest conversations. Have them now. Danielle mentioned she had to listen. When she got asked a hard question, she answered them. And then she told the other half, listen, be ready because they got some hard questions for you. You know what I mean? And don't BS them. You know what I mean? Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. You know what I mean? And like I said, knowing her kids the way I do, they came with it. They didn't play with it.
Yeah.
They came with it. So they back you in the corner like, so what's up? So when your kids do that, when they put you in that corner and say, what's up? Tell them. Tell them, hey man, listen. Don't look, whatever you do. The last thing you want to do is not pay them. Don't do the blame thing. Well, your mama, this is the way. Take that responsibility for yourself. Talk about you. Talk about your role in this, not what somebody else did. Talk about your role.
On your plate. Hello. There's plenty on your plate.
Absolutely.
For you to handle, and that will keep you very much so busy than to be focusing on what somebody else is not doing.
Yeah, a lot of that destruction didn't happen by one person. One person didn't cause all that
it
destruction.
Definitely takes two to tangle, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Listen, this has been fun. It's been fun, y'all. It's really been fun. Listen, thank you for tuning in. Saturday night, Pop Brown. I'm here with father-daughter talk, and we here every Saturday night, and we bringing it. We bringing the real, y'all. We're bringing the real. And this was part 2 of a hot topic that we started on last week. We're talking about happy blended families versus baby mama drama. And we talked to some dads on last week, and we talked to some mothers on this week. We got 2 different perspectives. And listen, that was just the tip of the iceberg. So listen, if you are part of this, if you're going through one of those situations, I'm not saying you're a baby mama, a baby daddy or whatever it is, if you're going through the situation, especially if you're that one, take some of the stuff that you've heard today and just kind of think about it. Think about what you're doing to them, to the kids, first of all. Think about that. Think about how it's affecting them. And think about why it is that you're doing what you're doing. Because I promise you, if he's going on to a better life, he ain't thinking about you and you sitting there mad for what? If she's going on to a better life, she ain't think she's going on to a better life. She ain't thinking about you. Let it go. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Listen. Thank you again for tuning in. As always, we love you guys with the love of Christ. We do. And tonight, I just feel like, it's an opportunity. Thank you, MzBee, for tuning in. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Of course. No, I'm good. I play the background role very well.
Listen, I just want to thank God for tuning in again. And listen, tonight I just felt like it's important, that we pray. We just pray for families tonight. We just pray for families. And Lord, we just pray right now that you touch families. You touch those that are going through. Father, you just show them. You show them a different way. Show them how to handle, how to deal with the circumstances, the situations that they're in. Show them how to be the best parent. Father, teach them how to be a parent that's modeled after you. Show them how to deal with the other parent in a peaceful way. in a peaceful way, Father. And if that can't happen, just show them how to move on. Show them how to move on. Show them how to move on, Father. And we thank you for it right now. Lord, we pray over these children involved in these situations tonight. We pray for them. We pray that you keep them protected. You keep them protected. Keep a protective edge around them. Guard their minds and guard their hearts tonight. And more importantly, guard their spirit. God, the spirit. Don't let the spirits be broken tonight, Father, because the things that are going on between the mother and the father. Don't let their hearts be broken. Don't let that hole be left in their soul because something that's been going on between the mother and the father. Father, we thank you right now that you're protecting the kids. We thank you right now that you protected them. And Father, we just love you for it right now. You give you all the honor and praise for it tonight. And Father, listen, and for those of you that's listening, I'm telling you, you hear Pop Brown talk about it. I told you, from the beginning, this is what I do, and so, if I can tell you that if you don't know Christ, I'm telling you, if you don't know Christ and you're dealing with this situation, I would suggest to you that you do it. I don't want to get on my soapbox, but I suggest to you that you get to know Christ. First of all, you get to accept him. Get to know who he is. We just coming out of the Easter season and the Resurrection Sunday and all of that. You know what? Everybody, it was different this year, but you know what? If you didn't get to know Christ, then you need to. Just ask him in your heart. Just ask him to come into your life. To be that person for you, to be that guide that you need to help you, to navigate this stuff that you're going through, to help you navigate this thing called life. This thing called life. Because he'll do it. I promise you he'll do it. Ask me how I know, because he did it for Pop Brown. Listen, I love you guys. I love you. I love you with the love of Christ. I thank you. And listen, we'll see you next week. Okay? Peace. All right, y'all. Y'all don't want to leave me?